Alright, so I do intend for this to be a slightly longer stream because I did not stream yesterday due to a headache. Um, no headache as of yet, so let's hope it stays that way. Alright, so let's get back into it. Mr. Wright? Yes? Why do you look so unhappy? Oh, nothing. Really, it's nothing. Right to the courtroom. Right, Mia? Uh-oh. She looks even unhappier. Yeah, she does. What does she know that I don't? Phoenix. Your client is now practically a dead man walking. Yeah. It's... Oh, yeah, we don't... It's not looking great for us. Thanks for the positivity, Mia. I know. Thanks, Mia. Perhaps that's why I feel particularly close to him. This is no time for dead people jokes, please. You know, we're going into this trial utterly defenseless. Yet, if Mr. Powers is truly innocent... we should be able to find something overlooked in the evidence to prove it. Something overlooked? Yeah, I know, that little kid. We have to find something today, Phoenix. It's that or lose the trial. This isn't going to be easy. Alright, out of the frying pan and into the fire, it seems. Thanks, Mosho. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. I'm not doing that. Just had to throw that in there at least once. An unexpected fact has come to the attention of the court. Yesterday, we learned that there were other people present at the studios. Today, I would like to show evidence proving they had nothing to do with the murder. Very well. You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. I wonder if it'll be that producer. The prosecution calls Mr. Sal Manila to the stand. Or that director. Oh, we gotta put up with him again. So close to last time. We just got done dealing with him. Oh my gosh, I can't. Will the witness state his name and profession? How rude can you get? You don't know me? I'm the director. I make the Steel Samurai, noob. Raffle. I think Old Bag is better match for irritation. Why are there two irritating characters in this case? That's one too many. Mariawi loves Edgeworth now. Oh god, the NEET. Yeah. No, he's worse than a NEET. He's a whole new level of something. Sal Mandela, I'm a director. Television. Were you at Global Studios on the day of the murder? Yes, Your Honor. Very well. Please testify to the court about the events of that day. Phoenix. Let's start by picking this testimony apart. Mary Allie has another husbando. Yeah, this, I'm pretty sure this happened over the course of today. Don't know why. Don't know how. But there it is. If Mr. Powers is innocent, you know what that means. Someone in the trailer on that day did it. Yeah, I mean, we've pretty much already ruled out that it can't be the security guard. It wasn't the little kid. We obviously aren't believing it's Powers. So, I mean, I guess we're also ruling out the aide, the stage aide. So that leaves the producer or the director currently. Yeah. Unless there's someone else we don't know about. Right. She doesn't waste any time putting on the pressure. Cringe Lord, guilty, case closed. And here you go, here's Cringe Lord. I was at the studios from around 9 that morning. During the morning, I was doing an action scene run through. Took a lot more time than I thought it would. There are a lot of witnesses. Imagine being a real attorney dealing with someone like this. I know. I can't. I can't. I hear that everyone else ate lunch in the employee area. But I had a meeting in Studio 2 trailer, so I ended up skipping lunch. We were in the meeting until around 4. During the meeting, well, I'm pretty sure no one left their chairs. That's about it. I didn't find anything immediately wrong with that testimony. We're gonna have to press him. The time of Mr. Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m. And according to your testimony, you were in a meeting at that time. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Alright. Let's get into this. Is that when you always come into work? Oh, I come in all sorts of hours. It's the industry way. Yeah, I know all about the freaks in your industry. It ain't fucking looking good, Nick. No, it's not. Still, for what it was worth, I was pretty busy all that day, sad face. Tell us more about that. During the I always want to read it, because I read everything else. In the employee area? That's right. It was a fight scene between the Steel Samurai and the evil magistrate. Was anyone else at the run-through? Oh yeah, that security lady was sitting there watching the whole thing. LOL. Why is he just constant? He's just permanently sweaty. Why? He's even got like a sweat rag on. How is he so sweaty? I know it's not everywhere he goes just being hot. Why is he so sweaty? High blood pressure? She was cheering on Hammer, if you can believe it. 'Cause he's guilty! She certainly has the lungs for it. Anyone else? Nope, just us 4. 1, 2... No, there was 5! The aide was there. That's a contradiction. The aide was there. Why did it go on so long? I'm pretty sure you would have heard about this. But WP twisted his ankle during the run-through, see? Oh, right. That's the limp. Which, of course, led me to missing my lunch. Roffs! Rolling on the floor, starving. I was just thinking, what does that mean? Phoenix is hip. He's hip with the kids. He knows leet speak. What exactly did they have for lunch? T-bone steak. The assistant cooked some up. Come to think of it, there was a plate with some bones on it in the employee area. Everyone else, meaning that the witness, did not eat with them. So in the end, you didn't get to eat? Yeah, no steak at least. Can you believe it? That must have been tough. Phoenix. Yeah? Yes, it does. I mean, do we have evidence, though? I mean, there was food. I'm gonna say it's contradictory. Yeah, it does seem odd now that you mention it. Mr. Manella. Him? What'd you want? When I went to Studio 2, I saw something on the table there. Just threw together some steaks. There were 2 plates, the same kind of plates as the ones in the employee area. Who ate lunch there? No, good call. I was embarrassed, so I didn't mention it. But I did eat after all. Don't get that face away from me. I cannot. A T-bone steak, you mean? Yeah, well, I mean the assistant went through all that trouble. I brought it to the trailer thinking I could eat it later. Clearly, a man who likes to eat. I'd suspect as much. It's so bad. It's so bad. Like, who has the self-respect to consistently make that face in public? We took one break during that meeting. I wolfed it down then. A mental image I will carry with me to my grave. Wait a second. Yes, Phoenix, that's a contradiction. If they took a break in the meeting, that contradicts his testimony. I'll press on that one a bit more. Let's see. What were you discussing? The Steel Samurai story in our budget. Get this, the sponsor turned to me and say, Mr. Manila, those scripts of yours are not appropriate for children. Can you believe it? Actually, I kinda can. So nobody left the table during the whole meeting. You didn't take a single break? Well, Yeah, not one. We know what he's sweating about. If only you did have an idea, Phoenix. An idea that you had about 5 seconds ago. Wait a second. Maybe I do have an idea. Wait a second. Mr. Manila, you've just contradicted yourself. Didn't you just tell the court that you ate that T-bone steak during a break? Oops! Raffle! He's so cringy! You know, it gets serious when the music stops. I know. That's what I look for. Mr. Manila, what's this all about? Are you lying? Like everybody else in this witness chair? Well, yeah, I guess we did take a little break. So what the big guy do? Steal anime figures? Hey, Salty! No? Possibly a murderer. How are you, Salty? Thanks for joining! Phoenix, great job! If they took a break, one of them could have gone to the studio during that time. Your Honor, I call on the witness to testify to the court about this break. Very well. Mr. Manila, your testimony, please. Here. Uh-oh, here comes Edgeworth. Uh-oh. Edgeworth is laughing. Or, yes, the classic killing over... Oh, wife, who's better? Yeah, probably. That's the whole reason for this murder, is... he didn't like the fact that Jack Hammer said another waifu was better than his wife. Yeah, for what it's worth, we took a break, Raffle. But it was only 15 minutes. 15! That's only 13 in base 12. Not enough time for someone to say, commit murder in Studio 1. Lol. That's only just enough time to eat a T-bone steak, if you ask me. Apparently he does. Resi the Bezzy. I don't even think it'd be enough time for that, but that's just me. Very well, you may begin the cross-examination. What time exactly did you take this break? I'd say it was from around 2:30 or so until 2:45. I mean, that's us. 2:30. That's the time of death. So he could have gone to Studio 1, killed Jack Hammer, and come back. I guess it's possible time-wise. But it was only 15 minutes. 15! I was thinking about that. I didn't remember the time. Yeah, between allegedly 2:15 to 4. But it's a clock, so I guess it's correct. What were you doing for those 15 minutes? Eating my T-bone steak? What else? There were 2 plates on that table. Oh, right. The other one was Diva's. Sorry. De Vasquez plate. De Vasquez, the producer. To eat a T-bone steak in 15 minutes. That's quite a feat. my gosh, get that face away from me. Why is that? Haven't we had enough of this pointless line of questioning? Your Honor, the testimony to this point has made one certain fact painfully clear. The people in the trailer had nothing to do with this murder. It was impossible for any of them to go to Studio One. What? Something wrong, Mr. Wright? Surely you aren't suggesting one of the people in the trailer went to Studio One. Well, Mr. Wright? Phoenix, this is critical. Think about it before you give your answer. Alright. So, we know definitively that this blocked the path from 2:15 to 4. Yeah. We're also basing this off the fact if we believe both the producer and the director are telling the truth that they went there for the murder for the meeting. Which if we accept that, then they couldn't have. But then the question is, where do we follow up from that? We're basically, at that point, admitting to Will's guilt. Because there's no one else. And there wouldn't be a reason to call the producer. I'm just trying to see where the case would go from there. I'm gonna save. This is tough. The hints that I'm getting from Maya are leading me to say that it's impossible. I just don't know where the case will go from there. I don't want to write off so many possible suspects, but I can't keep claiming the impossible either. I agree that it was impossible for anyone in the trailer to go to the studio in that time. Wait a second. Wait a second. Are we then going to claim that the murder happened at a different time? That's the only way that this can go. Because if we're acknowledging that the murder couldn't have happened in the window that we've been thinking it was, if we think about the possibility that it happened at a different time, then we might have other options. Haha! I thought you might be thoughtlessly treading on thin ice again. But I see you had at least an inkling of the truth. What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? It's quite simple. True, the break in the trailer meeting came right at the time of death. However, the path from there to the scene of the crime was blocked. The fallen Mr. Monkeyhead barred the way. Exactly. At around 2:15, a strong gust of wind knocked off the studio mascot's head. Ergo, when the people in the trailer took a break at 2:30, the way to the studio was blocked. Blocked by Mr. Monkey's severed head. Wait, Mrs. Monkeys? Did he say Mrs. Monkey? Is it a miss? Okay. Okay, so it's actually Mr. Monkey, but Edgeworth has a point. It's gender fluid. Edgeworth just acknowledges that fact, is all. Hey, little bit! Welcome in! And somehow I feel no desire to correct him. Real Dystoria reaction. I believe we have seen enough evidence. I would like to relieve Mr. Manila from the stand. What? It's over? Very well. The court's opinion on this case is as follows. We have found that there were several other people in Studio 2 on the day of the murder. However, it is also clear that none of these people could have gone to Studio 1. The time of death, 2:30. I just don't understand how the autopsy would be so wrong if that's the case. They therefore have no relation to this case. Furthermore, with regards to the photo of the Steel Samurai, given the size of the costume, no one other than Mr. Powers could have worn it that day. All that is lacking is decisive evidence that he is the one who did it. If we had that, I'm afraid I would have to find Mr. Powers guilty. Okay, so the case is going to keep going. The court is going to keep going because the judge is not satisfied it's not decisive, which, I mean, I don't know. I feel like this judge has tried to call a case way sooner than this, but I guess it's a good thing. Your Honor, the prosecution is pleased to announce that we indeed have decisive evidence. A witness. He's bringing in the kid. He's bringing in the kid. Who is this witness, Mr. Edgeworth? My witness saw the very moment when the Steel Samurai skewered the victim. Oh, hell. It's the man himself, Cody! Well, man is a bit of a stretch. It was totally Cody! Cody did it! Order! I will have order! I see. So the only thing I can suspect. We chose the right answer. We chose the right answer. But there's something that this kid is going to say that's going to turn this case on its head. I always knew Codys were a shifty bunch. Honestly, every Cody I've ever met has been shifty. Possibly a bit of a neat, like Mr. Salmonella. But, I mean, maybe that's just really unlucky. Cypher, don't you know that all Codys are guilty? Yeah, so the only thing there has to be something that is revealed that is completely different from where we're going. Otherwise, this is going to only end one way. The court will take a 10-minute recess, after which we will hear your witness. Court is adjourned for recess. Actually, they are the pinnacle of innocence and justice. I mean, I think it's a bit of a stretch, but... What do we do now, Mia? If everyone in that trailer has an alibi. I'm sorry, Phoenix. I guess I was wrong. Mia! Don't tell me you're giving up. If you give up, what hope do I have? Don't get me wrong. I've never given up on a trial before. Not while there was a chance. Only one thing became clear in your cross-examination. I know. Makes you optimistic for the future. The people in the trailer could not have gone to Studio One. I thought there was more to it than that, but I was wrong. That's all there is. We have to think about this entirely differently. Everything that we've been conditioned to think, there's something else. What's going to happen to me? Well, first of all, we're gonna shave that chest hair, Will, because I can't stand to look at that anymore. Next of all, we're maybe going to find you innocent. Maybe. It kind of seems like everyone in that courtroom thinks I did it. Yeah, and I think with good reason, honestly. They think I'm a murderer. Don't worry, Mr. Powers. If you are innocent, we will prove it. I guarantee it. Leave it to us, and be yourself. Be strong. You are the Steel Samurai, hero to children everywhere, after all. She's so nice. I like Mia. Mia's a good person. Thanks. Okay, Phoenix. This one's for the kids. Let's do it. So Mia clearly believes that he's innocent. Mia is best girl. He has to be innocent. We just gotta figure out how things fit together, because it does not fit the way we thought it was. Court is back in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution has a concern. The prosecution has a concern, Your Honor. I was not able to use the restroom in that time. The food was laced. Well, yeah, but that doesn't... We haven't been able to connect that to the crime. Is the problem. I'm sure it is connected, but we haven't found a way that it is connected. I mean, as far as the court's concerned, we definitely believe Mr. Powers was drugged, and then the costume was taken. The assistant felt a presence. The kid on the day of. The prosecutor has a concern about the defense's shape-shifting assistant. Your Honor, the prosecution has a concern concerning Phoenix's shape-shifting assistant over there. As our witness is a grade schooler of tender years, and this is a murder case, we worry that the defense might cause unnecessary trauma with his cruel questioning. Oh my gosh. Edgeworth is a really for the kids kind of guy. I think the assistant is holding more information. She goes from waifu to little sister in between recess, and everyone is confused. So what was the murder weapon? The murder weapon in our notes is the samurai spear. Nice to see Edgeworth taking the moral high ground. However, we have no choice. The prosecution calls Cody Hackins to the stand. Get this kid a step stool. Your Honor, perhaps you could arrange a box for him to stand on. We're pulling a Gimli. We're pulling a Gimli in Lord of the Rings here. Remember that someone had to be strong to hold the weapon. Exactly. Oh, right. So, I'm sorry. We don't have a chair? We don't have a chair, but we have donut crates. The kid looks evil. He did it. I know. Well, it's not a kid, just a shot, man. There we go. Will the witness state his name and grade in school? Witness! What? Just because you're all grown up don't mean you can push me around. What was this about bullying the witness, Edgeworth? Cody? Answer his question, okay? Hey, it's you, the nice lady. I'm Cody Hackins. I'm in 2nd grade. I get the feeling this is going to be a long day. Mr. Edgeworth, please remember that you're speaking to a child. Try to be gentle. Witness. I mean Cody. He's having trouble with his gentle thing. You were present, you were at Global Studios the day of the, incident? Edgeworth can't handle the elderly nor the young. No, he can't. You got a problem with that? Please tell us what you saw that day. What, Pops? You want me to tell you and Gramps with the beard over there? Oh, okay. I hope everybody else read that. A very long day. It's part of his charm. Incidentally, photographic equipment is strictly forbidden in this courtroom. My apologies, Your Honor. He said he would testify if he couldn't bring it. I'd like special permission if that's possible. Wait, so you're saying you had to bargain terms with a kid and you lost? Hey, I just got this new camera. Don't really know how to use it all that good yet, but I bring it with me wherever I go. Phoenix. I wonder if he had that camera on the day of the murder. That's real, to be honest. You better make a note of that in the court record. So it is what I suspected. That is going to be relevant, which is honestly not a surprise. A new digital camera. Cody always carries it, though he's still learning how to use it. Very well, Cody. Please testify to the court about what you saw the day of the incident. Okay, here we go. I wanted to see a Steel Samurai rehearsal, just once. I found a map on the internet and went to the studios that day. This kid knows how to use the internet in true millennial fashion. I went through the woods off the path that the old lady would catch me. I was going for the studio. I got kinda lost on the way though, for about 30 minutes. When I came out by the studio, there was the Steel Samurai. Wait a second! Wait a second. Wait a huge second here. There's something that doesn't make sense that no one that I'm aware of has thought of. We don't have a picture of the Steel Samurai going the opposite direction. We only have the one. Where did the Steel Samurai go? Will was found in his room, right? Yeah, I know. They never found the suit. It totally rocked. Right before my eyes, out came the bad guy. Wait, the bad guy? Of course, the Steel Samurai took him down. Pow. That correlates with him being in the dressing room, though. I guess, but... yeah, that's what I'm saying, what Mary Owie said. If I had my camera with me, I would have been the time for a shot, I tell you. He didn't have his camera with him? Exactly. Because he would have had to have a key card to get into the studio. But that's where the body was found. And he just said that he saw the murder. But they don't go through the camera. There's just so many weird things. There's way too many weird things. Anyway, I couldn't get into the studio, so I went home. Very well, the defense may begin its cross-examination. But be gentle. Remember, you're talking to a child. This kid is tougher than most adults we see in here, honestly. You really like the Steel Samurai, huh? Of course I do! I've taped every show! And I go to all the live performances. That's impressive. Have you been to the amusement park? Of course, duh! My dad always takes me. Poor dad. Was that day the first time you'd been in the studio? Actually, I've been a couple of times. I never managed to get there on a rehearsal day. And that security lady's always yelling. Right. Please continue. Chill, Pops, I'm getting to it. How am I supposed to talk when you cutting me off all the time? Jeez. Also, they let this kid bring in a weapon into the courtroom. It's probably not sharp, but just saying. I went through the woods off the path so that old lady wouldn't catch me. Yeah, I figured, but still. Off the path? Yeah, you know how the studios are in a valley there? If you go off the path a little, there's woods. That's where I was. I see. Anyhow... this is just not Ed's worst case. Did nothing unusual happen on your way to the studio? Unusual? Did you see this monkey by any chance? Oh, you mean Mr. Monkey? Yeah, I saw him, but his head wasn't busted. So you went straight to the studio? Alright, so he was in the woods. I think he said, he already told us from his testimony that he was in the woods at like 2. So he must have seen it just before it fell. I got kind of lost on the way though, for about 30 minutes. You got lost in the woods? Yeah, I couldn't figure out which way I was walking. Man, I was relieved when I saw the blue studio doors. But guess what happened next? The Steel Samurai? He got there at 2:30 and the head was still out. I guess so, yeah. If he said... Yeah, I guess so, because there's no reason he would have gone into the woods again. Like, he had already come out. It looked like he was thinking about something before going in. Yeah, he got lost for 30 minutes. Then he opened up the gate and went inside. Alright, so he saw him enter the studio. I see. What then? Out came the bad guy. That's really interesting. What sort of bad guy was it? A guy, a person, kind of tall, skinny. Are you sure it was a guy? I don't know. He was kind of far away. He's being awfully vague. So that's a contradiction. Because that's not where the murder occurred. What happened to the bad guy? Well, he kind of didn't move. Not a bit. Like he was dead. I guess he's a real pro. What a great actor. Yeah, yes, I suppose he was. He was very convincing. If you had your camera? You mean you weren't carrying your camera then? No, I wasn't. It's not like I have it all the time. You just said you did, though. Really? I guess seeing the killing freaked him out, and he went home. Phoenix, remember, he's a child. Use gentle words, but be firm. Easy for you to say. Alright. So we're gonna press him on... We're gonna have to press him on this, because this is... Wait. It doesn't say that that's where he died. Oh, this is why we have this. Alright, so we're pressing him on this, even though this is clearly not what we know, so... We're just gonna catch him on this first. Cody, what you said seems, well, a little strange. Didn't you say before that you always bring your digital camera wherever you go? You were quite clear about that. Yeah, I know. That's what I was... Oh my gosh, look at his face! What happened to him? His face is melting. Yeah, that's what I was trying to, like, press on, but I don't have any evidence that really says the place of death. And there was no blood, which, up until now, Phoenix kind of just said that the costume soaked it up, and we didn't find the costume. Bullying a child, I know. Cody, you shouldn't lie here. You understand that, right? Mr. Wright, a word with you. Uh-oh. Was I putting the pressure on too much? Well, Cypher, I think there's some times when it's acceptable, and I think a kid named Cody is acceptable. That's a Dystoria face I've ever seen. What, my face melting? In disbelief? What is this digital camera contraption you're talking about? Oh my gosh, how old is this judge? It's, a digital camera, Your Honor. It's kind of a new sort of camera. How do I explain that? I see. Anyway, Cody. I can't believe you wouldn't bring your camera on a trip to the studios. Sounds like a reason to disbar Dystoria. Or at least not serve on a jury, because I'm clearly biased against people named Cody. So if the defendant happens to be named Cody, quite frankly, I can't represent a jury in good conscience. You did bring it, didn't you? Mr. Wright, how cruel you are to terrorize a poor child so. I don't care if he's a child or a prosecuting attorney. No one should lie in court. What do you mean, or a prosecuting attorney? Oh, you know what that means. Well, Cody? What? Yeah, so I had my camera. So what? You got a problem with that? Just a little box. Donut box. Or, sorry, donut crate. So, you did have a camera. And did you use this camera? Why would I use it? I was too busy watching. Very well. Please testify to the court about what you were so busy watching. Okay, now we're gonna get more details. The intimate details. Did you have the photo? Are all Cody's children? I think so, actually. He didn't give us a photo. He just gave us his photo album. Yeah, I had my camera with me, but I was glued to the action. I couldn't take my eyes off it. The Steel Samurai, he goes for the bad guy. Wham! Then the bad guy stopped moving. He's so strong. The Steel Samurai rules. Contains photos of every victory scene in every battle the Steel Samurai has won. Yeah, I mean, we're inferring that, which is what we're gonna probably present now. He says he's always take pictures of finishing blows. Yep, I know. This is what I said last stream, that he probably has a photo in here. So this is what we're gonna get him on. I thought you were talking about like an individual photo in the evidence. Is that all? Well, that was brief. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. So yeah, that's definitely what we're gonna have to press him on. So why didn't you use it? He's getting to that. Relax and listen. I didn't use it because I was too busy watching the real thing. So you were watching the Steel Samurai. Did you watch the whole fight? Yeah, of course. You didn't turn away, not even once. No. Okay, then tell us exactly what happened. Yeah, I'm getting to that. So the bad guy attacked him first? Yeah! What sort of person was this bad guy? I told you, a person! He was a person! How was he dressed? I kinda don't remember. I was too busy watching the Steel Samurai. I see. And what happened next? Goes for the guy. Okay. Why? Huh? What do you mean, why? Why wasn't the bad guy moving? What? Well, because the Steel Samurai brought him to justice. And how exactly did he do that? How did he do it? With a samurai kick, and a samurai punch, samurai chop, samurai slap. Something like that. He's still being vague about this. What? Don't give me that look, Pops. How should I play this? Let's press him harder. Cody. What? Something's bothering me, Pops Astoria. Before you said that you couldn't take your eyes off the action. Yeah? So what? Yet you missed the most important part. Objection! What is the meaning of this? The witness had stated what he saw quite clearly. Objection! You know as well as I do that he's being vague. Tell me, what kind of murderer uses a samurai slap? My point is this. Cody, you may have seen some of the Steel Samurais fight. But you missed the most important part. The killing blow. Order! Order! Mr. Wright? How could this be? Can you explain how he might have missed something so vital? That's the thing! Phoenix, I believe you're on the right track with this. Think, why didn't Cody see the climax of the fight? The child explained the most dramatic part. I know. They probably could have executed that a little bit better for the sake of the game. But yeah, I know you can figure this out. Mr. Wright, your answer. We have ascertained that this young boy is a great fan of the Steel Samurai. Why wouldn't he watch the climax of the fight? Yeah, he didn't. It seems clear that he didn't see it. Now we're just trying to figure out why. He couldn't watch it? He was watching something else, or evidence? I feel like it's multiple ones. We're gonna... Yeah. I don't know. He was... I think he was trying to get a picture. And that's why. He was trying to fiddle with the camera. Save. Your Honor, I have evidence. Evidence? Yes, Your Honor. This is what makes sense. He doesn't know how to use the camera. And he probably wanted to get a picture for his album. Here's my proof. What's that? The camera? The witness stated that he recently received this camera. Yes, I'm aware of that. He wasn't entirely familiar with its operation. Yeah, it is tricky. That is really tricky. Also, the game requires to think things in your... Exactly, yeah. It's getting harder. This was probably from a Polaroid camera, which is why he has them in here. I think it's very likely any pictures he's taken with this camera have not left this camera. Because it's digital. And we already know that this was gotten recently. No, he said he had digital copies, that's why he would parted with it. You're right, Rezi. Digital copies. Yeah, he's got... Okay. Maybe he was still coming to grips with it, but clearly this is what the game wanted me to do. Correct. Why would Cody be looking somewhere else at that critical moment? Because he was looking at his camera. He was trying to take a picture. Bullseye. What's your problem, Pop? You got a thing for picking on little kids? Pressing, not picking. Good job, Phoenix. Cody was lying, clearly. Big bully. Smarter to realize there was no way he could just stand there watching his hero and not take a picture. Right. Cody? There's only one reason why you would have looked away from the fight, and that was because you wanted to take a picture. But having just received your camera, you weren't used to using it yet. So you missed the climax of the fight, correct? Yeah. Well, Phoenix, I'll bet you anything he's hiding more than that. Oh, he absolutely is. Have him testify again. Right. Yeah, means business. Your Honor, the defense would like to request that Cody Hackins testify once more. But very well. Cody, could you please tell us about your camera? And about why you didn't take a picture of the fight? Welcome to the real world, kid. Phoenix, don't be mean. I mean, he is just a kid. He doesn't know what's going on. Cyphersing I meant laying out events in the head specifically. Look, he's crying now. Yeah, you're right, Pops. The Steel Samurai just escaped from the clutches of the villain. So I held up my camera to take a picture. But the lens wouldn't open in time, so I missed it. That's all that happened. Yep. I know. He's really young. We'd actually find out, I think. I'm pretty sure we've seen this before. Yeah, 7. He's 7. So go easy on him, Phoenix. This is really early to get introduced to the real world. I'm just saying. Anything strange in that testimony, Mr. Wright? Probably. I'm not sure. But I'd like to proceed with the cross-examination anyway. Yeah, I mean, he's hiding something. Pops? We're really gonna ask him why he called us Pops. Yeah, I called you Pops, you spiky-haired geezer. Geezer? I'm Mr. Edwards, and I guess I'm that bearded gentleman. That's what I hate about you grown-ups. You're all so self-conscious. I like corn pops. Okay, off with the kid gloves. Testify, witness, testify. Oh, he's had it. Yipes! The Steel Samurai just escaped from the clutches of the villain. So you did see the beginning of the fight. Yeah. He's at his limit, yeah. Did you notice anything unusual? Well, I guess the Steel Samurai was moving a little strange. That's the limp. Why couldn't you take a picture? My new camera has too many buttons. I couldn't figure it out. I tried to take a picture. I really tried. When the lens opened, what did you see? Well, a person on the ground and the Steel Samurai. I still stand that the suit was too big. That's all? Yeah, I told you I didn't take a picture. I would have once I got that lens open. Did he really not take a picture? Not even one? No, we gotta press him. He's hiding something. He definitely would have taken a picture. There's gotta be something here I can use. Press! Cody. Listen up, Cody Hackins. I know exactly what happened that day. You took a picture. Hey! Bullseye? Question mark? How did you know? I see through all your lies, Cody Hackins. It's one of my powers. Look at Phoenix masterfully bluffing a kid. Wow. This feels great. Yeah. Phoenix takes great pleasure in winning against 7-year-old kids. Yeah, I took a picture. Perhaps you can change your testimony to reflect this, Cody? I took a few shots, but it was too late, so I erased them. You erased them? Yeah. Why would you erase a picture of your beloved Steel Samurai victorious? Well, you know, why would I want to keep a picture like that? He's becoming less and less cooperative. Better find a clear contradiction soon or some solid evidence. How can I pick holes in such a short testimony? There has to be something. Dig up the dirt, Phoenix. Find out what the kid's all about. I mean, I remember what Rezi was talking about, that he has copies of every single victory. But did he delete them before he made the copies? It was too late, so I erased them. Would he know how to erase them? Why would he lie about that? So there's two angles I'm thinking of. It's that, once again, he's lying about erasing them because he doesn't know how to use it. Or two, that it's in this photo album because he erased it after getting copies of it. I don't know what the game is wanting me to go for. Why would you erase a picture of your beloved Steel Samurai? Well, you know, why would I want to keep a picture like that? A clear contradiction soon. I think it's the album. I think it's the album. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking is. That's what I'm banking on. Cause that's what that line of all that text is hinting towards. Let's do it. Yes! Cody! What? Man, every time you say Cody, you follow it with something bad. Got him. I just wanted to thank you for giving me this the other day. Huh? Oh, right. Just like real life. Wait, what's just like real life? What was it you told me then? I go to every live performance. Never ends well with the story. This is coming. Oh my gosh. I always take a picture when the Steel Samurai lands the final blow. Wizam! Objection! Real life! Hey, Pedro! We don't have that. How are you doing, Pedro? Welcome to the stream. And Mary Owie is here also. I got them all and I never missed one. A perfect collection. Cody. Glad to hear, Pedro. I'm glad for you to be here. Glad for you to make it. Did you really get a picture of the Steel Samurai standing victorious over his foe? Just solving some cases. If you did, I find it hard to believe that you would just erase it. Wouldn't you keep it for your album? Ah! Mr. Wright, what exactly is this album? It's called Path to Glory. It's a collection of pictures of the Steel Samurai, all taken by Cody Hackins. He claims it's a perfect collection of every battle the Steel Samurai has won. I see. Don't you find this very odd, Your Honor? Among all his pictures of the Steel Samurai, none were taken that day. I know, I want to see that picture so bad. Order, Mr. Wright, have you an explanation? If the Steel Samurai had just defeated his adversary, I certainly would expect to see a picture of it in this album. Exactly my point, Your Honor. Uh-oh. No. Wait. No way. Phoenix? I think we finally discovered the truth. And what a truth it is. Mia, are we sure about this? Did he actually? Yes. I'm pretty sure what you're thinking is right. Tell them, Phoenix. Tell them what the truth is. Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what's going on here. Why was there no picture in the album from the day of the murder? Why would the boy have erased the photos he took? God, Mia, you make me do everything! The photos were blurry. He erased them by mistake. The Steel Samurai didn't win. There's only one reason for this tense music. Tense, anxiety-inducing music. And it has to be... the Steel Samurai didn't win. I'm thinking, though, what would the implications of that be? Was he just lying about the whole fight? He's gotta be. He wouldn't want to accept that. And that's why he's trying to hide it and cover it up. Yeah, and my boss always wins. This would crush him. Don't want to know why it's okay. I can think of only one reason, Your Honor. The Steel Samurai didn't win. That's why Cody deleted those photos. You mean the Steel Samurai lost? Well, Cody, I'm right, aren't I? Tell the truth. The bad guy defeated the Steel Samurai. No way! No! It's impossible! The Steel Samurai never loses! He never loses to anyone, ever! Your Honor, the witness has revealed everything with his words. There was a reason why he lied and told us he didn't take a picture. The same reason he erased his precious photos. For Cody, it was inconceivable for the Steel Samurai to be defeated. However, Cody witnessed the impossible. He saw the Steel Samurai lose. Yet to admit what he saw would destroy everything he believed in. That's why he lied and said the Steel Samurai won. He couldn't handle the truth. But what does that mean? He said the Steel Samurai always win. This would crush him. Order! I will have order! Witness, I mean, Cody, is this true? What did you see? Tell the court what you saw. This is gonna mess him up. Cody, that day you saw the Steel Samurai lose a fight, right? Okay, you're right. The Steel Samurai fell down. Then he didn't move. So there was something. Something happened definitely outside of the studio. What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Wright? The Steel Samurai was the murderer, not the victim. Yet according to your witness's testimony, the Steel Samurai was the one who fell. Mr. Wright, what's going on? Apparently, we have all made a serious error. An error? What's this all about? We have to think about this backwards. Steel Samurai was the victim. There was something really huge going on. Yep. This doesn't make sense because this is how everybody's been viewing it. There clearly was a victim. We have a body. The only thing that makes sense is the middle. If you understand what really happened, it's actually quite simple. At the end of the fight, the Steel Samurai fell to the ground. Wait a second. Wait a second. Oh my gosh, I know what happened. Jack Hammer was in the Steel Samurai's costume. Then his costume was switched. But why was he in the Steel Samurai's costume? That's why we don't have a costume, because there would be blood on it, and that's why there was no blood at the injury. At the end of the fight, the Steel Samurai fell to the ground and lay still. Now we have to find out why. This is what I'm saying. Something huge, something enormous happened that we have no conceptual idea of. Something in the background. Some sort of underlying thing. In other words, the Steel Samurai was not the killer, he was the victim. Don't you see? Jack Hammer was the Steel Samurai. That would mean, also, if I'm on the right track, this is Jack Hammer. And he was intentionally trying to make people believe that that was Will Powers. He was trying to frame Will Powers. But why? As long as I'm thinking about this correctly, he was doing that intentionally. So the Steel Samurai in this photograph, you're saying the man in this costume was the victim, Mr. Jack Hammer. That's what I'm saying, Your Honor. Jack Hammer was present at the action scene run through that morning. Thus, he obviously knew about Will Powers' foot injury. But wait! Had Mr. Hammer gone to Studio 1 already? That's what everyone thought. But remember what Miss Oldbag said in her testimony? On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1. Did I see poor old Hammer? Nope. He'd already gone to the studio before I got back to the guard station. Mr. Jack Hammer left the employee area after lunch. However, no one saw him going to Studio 1. Nor was there a picture of him. That's true. We don't have a picture of him passing by. He waited for Mr. Powers to take a nap in his dressing room. Then he snuck into the dressing room and stole the Steel Samurai costume. But why would the victim do such a thing? I don't know. I get it. I thought that the Steel Samurai was moving strange. So it was a different person inside the suit. Pops. Huh? Me? What? Actually, there was one piece of data I saved. Data? Yeah, a photo on my digital camera. Oh my gosh, let's get it. What? Show us, quick. Even Edgeworth is invested. No way, man. Not if you're gonna look at me like that. Now. Give it to me. He's outside of Studio 2. But the way was blocked. How is this picture taken? Unless this happened... How could this picture have been taken? It had to happen before. No, it couldn't have been. The head wasn't fallen when he was there. Oh, he said that? Oh yeah, he did. Well, looking at this, it's still a little hard to say. I'm afraid that it could be anyone in that costume. Your opinion, Mr. Wright? I agree, Your Honor. This isn't decisive evidence. I'm sorry, this doesn't look like it's the proof we need. I'll give it back. Wait, Phoenix. Yeah, I mean, hold on to that picture. Mia? What? Look at the photo once more. That's it, Phoenix. That photo is all the evidence you need to win this trial. I mean, this couldn't... Oh, I don't have the photo. Give me the photo! What? Your Honor, may I see that photo once more, please? Certainly. I don't see why not. Phoenix, show him! It's a glaring, decisive, inconsistent with the facts as we know them in that photo. It's gotta be this. There's no way that we would have ever placed the Steel Samurai at Studio 2 at any point from how we understood the events that took place.
Take that!
Your Honor, look at this. I see, gate? Might I draw your attention to the number on that gate? This would be impossible with how we understand the story. Ah, yes, well, it's hard to see, but it looks like a 2. Clearly not a 1, Your Honor, correct? The triumphant music is playing! I believe Mr. Edgeworth sees what I'm getting at. But that's impossible. Exactly, that is impossible. What's all this about? Judge, you'd make a terrible lawyer. Please explain so I might be shocked along with the rest of the court. Oh my gosh. Pedro with his dancing. Whatever that is, I can't see. It's really tiny on my screen. I'll use this studio guide now. Fire it. The body was found here in Studio 1. Let's go! However, what do we see in this photo taken at the time of the murder? I wish to be shocked with the court too! Wiggle, wiggle, dance for the win! It does not say 1 on that gate in the photo. Your Honor, here is the true scene of the crime. Oh my gosh. That's it then.
Take that!
Here at Studio 2. I see. That would explain the 2 on the gate in the photo. Your Honor, I find it very significant that the murder took place in Studio 2. I mean, both of these things are significant, but I think this is the most significant thing. The path was blocked. The path to the trailer was blocked. So we have heard. The path was blocked at 2:15. In other words, the victim went to Studio 2 before that time. Yes, I suppose that would be the case. Remember Mr. Salmonella's testimony? Allow me to remind the court. He said no one in the trailer was guilty because they could not have gone to Studio 1. Yeah. Yet in actuality, the reverse was true. Only someone in the trailer could have committed this murder. They were the only ones with access to the scene of the crime. Studio 2. As you may recall, there was a trailer in Studio 2. Now on that day, a meeting was held in that very trailer. There was a break in the meeting corresponding to the time of death. During that break, Mr. Salmonella was Vasquez and Mr. Vasquez were outside eating steak. They were at the scene of the crime. Oh my. Order! Order! The defense makes the following claims. The scene of the crime was Studio 2. The person that the security guard Miss Oldbag saw was the victim, Mr. Jack Hammer. Mr. Hammer, for some reason, stole a steel samurai costume. Then he went to Studio 2. This is madness. Jack Hammer is the victim. The victim. Why would he steal a steel samurai costume? Are you suggesting he did so to cover up the details of his own murder? Well, no, of course not. But like I said, there's something we don't know. Or do you have proof? Give me proof that the victim, Jack Hammer, stole the costume. I mean, this doesn't prove that Jack Hammer stole it. They were shown as a studio and Jack was angry. Do I have proof that he took it? I'm convinced that if I... Wait, let me see. It's this picture, right? No, I mean, this doesn't rule out... I mean, if we're going to ignore the fact that it could still be Miles, or, yeah, Mr. Powers, not Miles. The pants are too long, yeah. I'm gonna save, and I'm gonna choose the photo. I think that's the only thing. I have proof. You do? You do, Mr. Wright? Uh-oh. Maybe I don't. I think I'm right, though. I'm gonna have to go with this. Nope. That can't be right. I'd have some proof that would knock their socks off. Mr. Wright, you don't have all the time in the world here. Yes, Your Honor. Oh, it's giving me another chance. Okay. Yeah. I mean, this doesn't prove anything. We can't connect Jack to that he was connected to this. Wait a second, wait. I think I noticed something. Oh, shoot, I didn't mean to do that. I did not mean to press that. I was trying to examine it. This spear doesn't look quite the same. the top part. I don't know if that's just... I assume that's the duct tape at the top. Alright, well, I feel like I might have to... So here's... See, that's a perfect line across. Which... I don't know if that means anything, or if that's just a mistake. But that wouldn't make sense. That make any sense. That means this would have happened well before the rehearsal. But the rehearsal was the first thing that happened in the morning, so I think that's a mistake. I'm just gonna try this. Are you serious? That doesn't... Okay. That does not connect him to this. That's circumstantial. An empty medicine bottle. I found this on the table in the employee area. Same table where Mr. Hammer and Mr. Powers ate. Label reads sleeping pills. Sleeping pills? The defendant, Mr. Powers, spent the entire afternoon sleeping. He was drugged by Hammer. Based on what, Phoenix? Based on what? That could have been the aide. She was there. That could have also been Miss Oldbag. They could have been accomplices. Or they might have just drugged him for an unrelated reason. Ugh, okay. Wait a moment. That bottle does raise some suspicions. Yes, it does. But it doesn't point to Jack. There's no proof that Mr. Hammer used it. Exactly. Your Honor, I have an idea. Exactly. Alright. Test Powers' blood? Would sleeping pills be... I mean, that's... This would possibly prove that he was drugged, but this would possibly connect Mr. Hammer, or Jack Hammer, to it. It's been 2 days, yeah. I mean, I guess fingerprint the bottle, just so... I guess that would tell us the most. Examine Hammer's body? Fingerprint the bottle, why not? Let's go! An idea? Very well, let's hear it. I want to check this bottle for fingerprints. If my claim is true, Mr. Hammer's fingerprints should show up on this bottle. That would more closely tie him directly to Mr. Powers taking a nap in the trailer. That would make sense. I suppose you're right. Very well, the court will take possession of the bottle. Alright. Have fun. So that's what's going to push this trial into the next day. There we go. Mr. Court will suspend proceedings on the current trial for today. Cody Hacken's testimony has revealed new possibilities in this case. Yeah, I know, but that's how this game works. In this game, there's 3 people that have evidence, and they don't ever tell anybody about the evidence until we're in this very room. The judge has evidence. No, I'm sorry, there's 4 people. The judge has evidence, the prosecution has evidence, the police department has evidence, and the attorney, or the lawyer, has evidence. We don't ever know what's going to appear in this courtroom, because nobody ever tells anybody anything. And we just all leave it up to a big surprise when we get into this room. Nobody knows what's going to happen. In fact, things may have happened very differently than we previously thought. Again, the prosecution is also... I know, I tried to remember if it was lawyer or attorney. Whatever. I'll get it straight eventually. The Steel Samurai seen by Miss Oldbag may have been the victim, Jack Hammer. Surprise! I have new evidence! Okay, I will. Pedro has now also entered the courtroom, who has definitive evidence of the murderer. Pedro, go ahead and submit your evidence to the court. Is the audio distorting for someone else? How's the audio sounding? Sound okay? And those in the trailer did have time to commit murder. Oh no. Freaking OBS. That's fine for you, Resi? I just wish this thing would work. Let me see something. Okay, it looks like my stats are good. For the stream, I only have 67 missed frames out of 465,000. That's 0.0%. So at least with rendering lag, it's not an issue, or encoding lag. Alright, if it's not messing up super bad, I'll just keep going. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. Your homework is to find the answer to the following question. My ears are necky. Why would Mr. Hammer steal the Steel Samurai costume? Also, who killed him and why? Find the answers for me by tomorrow. It's a lot of homework. Mr. Edgeworth? You will need to reconsider your stance in this case. Above all, you will need to reconsider your suspicion of Mr. Will Powers. As you say, Your Honor. This trial will be extended until tomorrow. This is the last extension. Then we just say somebody's guilty, no matter what. Doesn't matter. Very well, court is adjourned. Hey! Alright. So now we just have to figure out what reason Jack Hammer would take the costume. And then frame Will Powers. The only reason I can think of him trying to frame somebody was because he was going to do something pretty bad. Yeah. Phew. That was a close one. You were saved by a hair, but that's all that counts. I thought seriously about going home about 3 times during the trial. Me too. Really? You both seem so confident. Ha! Maybe I should take up a career in acting. I was ready to pronounce you dead about 3 times back there. Me too. They're very happy about that. They're very proud to admit that. Dead? Oh, of course. We're kidding. Are you sure? Are you certain? Are you so sure? I know, as Moshe would say. I wasn't kidding. Now, Mr. Powers, we have to go make our final investigation. But I promise you, we'll find the true killer by tomorrow's trial. Right, thanks. There's our to be continued.